Hello, this is Reverend Ken Wilcox with the Center for Spiritual Living here in beautiful St. Augustine, Florida. I thought with Halloween coming up, it would be a good time to talk about fears, specifically on how we can release them. It's amazing to me how many of us live lives that are dominated by fear. And in fact, the news media, politicians, the pharmaceutical industries, all have a hand into making our fears more than they should be. And we certainly don't want to talk about religion. A dear cousin of mine, who really is a very, very loving person, she sent me a poem the other day, and it was about the return of Christ and how fearful that day would be. You know, I grew up with a lot of that fear, but I've come to a place where I just can't reconcile the idea of the loving Christ who sought to comfort the thief next to him on the cross with one who would want its creation to live in fear and worry. It just doesn't make sense to me. And fundamentally, I believe we have to have a God of our understanding, one we can believe in and trust in. And I feel that God has to be one with no fear. Why would a loving creator ever want its creation to fear it? I think Spirit instead is wanting to encourage and inspire us. You know, of the most repeated admonitions in the Bible, what God says don't do, fear not is the one that's most repeated. And I think that's a very interesting thought, that which is the best part of ourselves that we may be most afraid of. So we should endeavor and encourage releasing fears. And we certainly shouldn't let them become overblown or exaggerated. We should never let them throw us into an automatic response. I had a friend who was a trained pilot on a commercial airline. And he said one of the things that they most drilled into their training was if you have an emergency, the best thing to do is nothing for a breath. That oftentimes the things we do in a jerk reaction only cause the problem to be worse. So today, join with me in this affirmative prayer, praying, believing, to release fear. I'm going to do it in the first person. Take it in for yourself. If I say something that works for you, well, hold tight to that. If I say something that doesn't work for you, just let that part slide by. But just know this truth with me today. There is but one God and one mind and one power. That power is perfect love. It is divine wisdom. That power created me from itself, plus nothing else. And I am here in life to experience that love, that power, that encouragement. And I do that by becoming a channel for its love right where I am, by letting go of my fears and doubts and stepping up into the better part of myself, to allow myself to be a conduit for Spirit's love and its blessings right where I am. And as I lift my eyes up to a better idea for myself, Spirit is there with me, urging me on every step of the way to be the best I can be, here, now, in this moment, in this lifetime. This is my truth. I celebrate this right knowing, and I release this prayer into the mind of God to do its good and perfect, bold and dynamic work, returning to me multiplied abundantly. And together we say, and so it is. Thank you for joining us today. If you would like to help support the Center for Spiritual Living, you can by texting a donation to us. The number is 904-447-1171. That's 904-447-1171. Have a wonderful day. Now, go be the miracle God is calling you to be. This is Reverend Ken. Until we see each other again, many blessings.